Welcome once again to our encouraging word. Today I'm shooting from a little south of the St. Inigo's field. It's a beautiful spot. It's a place that I love to ride my bike to. And this spot is kind of special to me because just the other day I was riding by here, and right about there I saw a beautiful, beautiful turkey. You don't see them very often. It was exciting to see. Well, today I want to talk about all the stress that we are undergoing as Americans. I saw a post on Facebook the other day that said something like this. It kind of illustrated the roller coaster ride we're on. It said, one day I'm doing my exercises and I'm losing weight and on my diet, and the next day I'm drinking 2 martinis and eating French fries. Um, it just hit me as this up and down experience that we're having. And part of that is because of the up and down news that we are getting. So, for example, we hear the other day that the studies are showing that children don't get the virus very easily, and they don't pass it on very easily. And it looks like they would do fine at school. So we think, hooray, that's good. The kids can go back to school. And then we hear, oh, yeah, but the teachers are passing it on to each other. And what about the principals and the people in the cafeteria and the janitors? And what do you know, if you send the kids back to school, the adults go back to work, and they get it. And how do kids get it? They get it generally from their parents. Most kids don't suffer many ill effects, but some die and some really suffer long-lasting effects. So we have this up and down news. We hear good news about the development of a vaccine, and then we hear, oh, but we're not so sure how effective it will be. And oh, by the way, polls show that 30% of Americans think they might not take the vaccine, which would make it far less effective. So we're on this up and down roller coaster. And the question is, how do we deal with that stress? Well, exercise is a good way to deal with stress. I'm a firm believer in that. I love to ride my bike. It just does a lot for me, mind, body, and soul. It's a great thing. But I found I can only ride so far. And if I ride too far, it makes me break down, and I go backwards. It doesn't make me better, it makes me worse. So even a good thing, too much of it, is a bad thing. And then, of course, we have all these negative choices for dealing with stress, like 2 martinis, etc., which don't make things better, they make things worse. So what is God's answer to how we deal with stress? Well, I think of Isaiah 40 as a great answer to dealing with stress. Listen to the encouraging word that comes from Isaiah 40. Verses 28 through 31. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the Creator of the ends of the earth, does not become weary or tired. His understanding is inscrutable. He gives strength to the weary. You hear that? He gives strength to the weary. And to him who lacks might, he increases power. Though youths grow weary and tired, and vigorous young men stumble badly, yet those who wait for the Lord, will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. So the secret to dealing with stress is waiting on the Lord. That is where we get the strength to run the endurance race that we need to run through all the ups and downs that life is throwing at us. This is the encouraging word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Amen.